Hello children, how are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe at home. So welcome to English grammar classes, and today we are going to learn about auxiliary verb, and this is the 9th chapter of your grammar textbook. Now what do you mean by auxiliary verb? Now auxiliary verb are also known as helping verbs. Okay, we call it as helping verbs. That means these verbs, these auxiliary verbs always help the main verb. Okay, auxiliary verbs always help the main verb. So that means, children, you remember the sentences in which we have got two verbs. So one is the main verb and the other one is the auxiliary verb. So auxiliary verb is always used before the main verb. It is always used before the main verb. So can you give me some examples of these auxiliary verbs? Yes, we have may, shall, can, could, should. Okay, and you know, in some of the sentences we even write will. The future sentences we have to use will, have, had, even was or were when you are using ing. So these are all helping verbs. So these are all auxiliary verbs. So let's study about these verbs in detail. Children, now we'll be studying in detail about the auxiliary verbs, and I'll be giving you some examples so the topic will be more clear to you. Beginning with, we are having a list of examples. Now look at the verbs in the following sentences. Tina had taken the shortcut, yet she was late. Now see here the verbs had taken, okay, yet she was late. Now see, in this case here was is only one verb. So that becomes the main verb. Now here when we have two verbs, okay, remember this, whenever we have two verbs, one would be the main verb and the other would be the auxiliary verb, or as we say, helping verb. So here had is the helping verb. The little lost child was crying inconsolably. Now again here we are having two verbs. Here also we have one verb, but that is only single one since we are concentrating on auxiliary verbs. So here crying becomes the main verb and was is the auxiliary. I was asked to submit my papers here. You must send me the essay today. Where do you study? In these sentences, the words had, was, must and do are auxiliary, or as we say, helping verbs. As we see, these verbs have been used with finite verbs or main verbs. So what is the meaning of finite verb? That is the main verb. So that means in other way we can say it as where we have only one verb. To make tenses, passive forms, questions and negatives. Auxiliary verbs have no meaning on their own. Okay, no meaning on their own means if I write she was going to market. So if I just take was, that was alone doesn't have any meaning. It is incomplete. So that's what they have written. It doesn't have any meaning on their own. They are necessary because they help. This is the main factor. It helps the main verb to form the grammatical structure of a sentence, but they do not tell us very much alone. Okay. So when it is used alone, it doesn't have much meaning, but when it is used with the main verb, it has got a meaning. Auxiliary verbs, however, have several important functions. Now here we have the list of functions. The first is to form questions. For example, this is taking too long. So we take this is and write it in the beginning. So is this taking too long? I can help you. Can I help you? I have had lunch. Have you had lunch? To form short answers. First was questions. Now it is to write short answers. How? Can you help me clean this room? Yes, I can help you. So if you just write I can, that's enough. So that's why they have put that in the bracket. To avoid repetition, bring all that you can. Okay, it means all that you can bring, but again we don't have to use bring because that auxiliary verb can is enough for it. To form question tags, what do you mean by question tags? This is a great book, isn't it? You can swim, can't you? So, isn't it, can't you, these are all question form. Usually a positive statement is followed by a negative question tag. It's not always 100%, but usually a positive statement is followed by a negative question tag, and a negative statement is followed by a positive question tag. As we see, an auxiliary verb is used in every question tag. There is no question tag without auxiliary verb. You might be wondering what is question tag. See, this is question tag, this is question. So, after the sentence we put a comma and we write isn't it, can't you, weren't they. So, these are all question tags. You like sweets, don't you? So, don't you is a question tag. They left early, didn't they? Let's do exercise 1. In this you have to, first thing is identify the role of the auxiliary verbs. So, first thing you find out where the auxiliary verb is, and then you write what is the role of these auxiliary verbs in the following sentences. So, the first sentence is we had a great time, didn't we? Children, always remember that whenever you have a sentence, you put a comma and then you write didn't we, aren't we, shall we, shalln't we, should we, and when we put a question mark, it is always question tag. So, it is very clear and visible from this sentence that this is question tag. Second is Maya has shifted to Kolkata. You have has as auxiliary verb and shifted is the main verb. So, has is used to form present perfect tense. Did Pankaj really take a long time? Yes, he did. Okay, whenever we have a question and it is giving the answer in yes and no, so in that case we call it as short answer. Hina looks well, doesn't she? Again, it is question tag. Have you packed everything? Yes, we have. So, this is short answer. The new product was launched with a great fanfare. So, this is to form the passive. You remember active and passive voice. So, here the auxiliary verb is used to form a passive sentence. Will you come to my party? It's a question because you are asking a question sentence here. So, to form question. Let's watch a movie, shall we? So, it is to form question tag. There is a question mark also here. Now, we will be learning about primary auxiliary verb. The first one here they have given is be. Children, do you know what is be form of the verb? Is, was. What is the past tense of is? Was. Then we have are. What is the past tense of are? Were. So, these are all be form of the verb. Be form of the verb is used with ing. Ing means continuous. Any action which is going on, we call it as continuous. So, we are using ing form to make continuous tenses. She is playing basketball in the garden. So, here is playing is actually present continuous. He was running, that is past continuous. He was running after the thief. The verb be plus past participle is used to form passive. The shop was closed. Now, we have form of the verb. We have has, have. Whenever you have present perfect tense, okay, it is present and perfect tense, and we have had when it is past perfect. Okay, children. So, in short, whenever you have perfect tenses, you will be using has or have. Has and have is for present, had is for past. The auxiliary verb have can be used to form perfect tenses. She has never worked before. This is present perfect. She had lived in Delhi. That is past perfect. Now next is do. When we write do, we have did and does and do also. So did is used when you are having any past tense verb in the sentence. Does is used when you have, you remember that S1 verb with S, like she goes to school daily. She doesn't go to school. So in that case you will be using does, and do, it depends on the sentence. The auxiliary verb do. He does not dance very well. She did not obey her mother. Do is used to form questions in the simple present. For example, I want some tea. Do you want some tea? I like the party. Now ed is already there, so how you will write? Did you like that party? When we use question words to form questions. Karan said he was well. What did Karan say? Now here we have a table. First one is tense, statement and question. Simple present is I like chocolate. Do you like chocolate? Third person singular in the simple present is Navya likes chocolate. Does Navya like chocolate? Simple past is everybody liked the show. So because ed is there, we will be using did everybody like the show. Let's do exercise 2. Turn the following statements into questions. Okay, you have to change it into questions. Statements into questions using forms of the auxiliary verbs do. Which primary auxiliary verb here we are using? Do. Kavita danced beautifully. Because ed is there, we will be writing did Kavita dance well and question mark. Beena works, S is there, in a large organization. So because of this S, we will be writing does. Does Beena work somewhere? I really find this interesting. Do you find this interesting? Question mark. They took the last flight to Mumbai. Did they take the last flight to Mumbai? Question mark. In 1930, Gandhiji led the Dandi March to protest against the salt tax. Did Gandhiji lead? Okay, because of did, led will become lead. Lead the Dandi March. Exercise 3, immediately after exercise 2, as you can see in your textbook, it is exercise 3. Filling the blanks using appropriate. Now, you remember which all primary auxiliary verbs we have learnt? We have learnt be form, then we have learnt have form, and then we have learnt do form. Mention what function each performs. Does he know how difficult that test is? Now here, does is used to form question. Have you decided that you want to be a doctor? Have is used to form question. She speaks German fluently and has been to Germany many times. Now has is used to form present perfect. Cricket has often played in the streets of Mumbai. Has is used to form present perfect. Meena does not like anything her parents bought for her. Now here does is used because not is also there to form a negative sentence. He did appear innocent though he was accused for murder. So this is used to emphasize, okay. He did appear innocent, yeah, stressing. Had we known she was so cunning, we would have been more careful. So had here it is used to use past perfect. Renu was washing the dishes when the bell rang. Was and ing, it is past continuous. Have you decided which company you want to join? In the beginning only auxiliary verb is there, question mark is there, so it is to form question. Has Tina ever given you piano lessons? Again, auxiliary verb in the beginning, question mark towards the end, so this is to form question. We will be doing only 3 exercises in this first part of auxiliary verb. Remaining we will be doing in the next session. So children, it's homework time. Do you love doing homework? But it is necessary because practice makes a man perfect. So it is very important that you improve your writing skills and even the memory skills, and that is only possible once you write, okay, because we understand many things, we learn, but when we write, it makes us more thorough with that particular topic. So homework for today's session will be, you will be writing exercise 1, 2 and 3 in notebook. Right, children? Okay. So bye and take care.